Hello friends. So in this lecture we are going to consider Fehling's solution test. Fehling's solution. Fehling's solution is a test for aldehydes. So if we wish to distinguish between aldehydes and ketones, Fehling's test positive, then it is an aldehyde 100%. This is the test given by aldehydes. That is one thing. Whatever is given in the notes or textbooks, to that I want to add something. Certainly, which is not printed there, it should come to you through the lectures. That I will add. This is a helping hand so that organic chemical reactions become interesting, easy, and no need to by heart. Only by heart. Memory is important, but to what extent? Yes. Fehling solution. Now this copper plus 2 cupric IC higher cupric ion and OH minus ions. This OH minus ions come from NaOH, and copper plus 2 come from CuSO4. But when these two are mixed, aqueous solution of NaOH and copper sulfate, then we get copper ions, sulfate ions and Na plus ions are there in the solution. But now Fehling solution point of view, this reaction point of view, copper plus 2 and free OH minus ions from NaOH, these become active. And there is a word, it is there, I will not write therefore in your notes. Rochely salt. It is a chelate actually, not ligand. Chelating agent, and it forms a complex coordinate covalent bond complex with cupric ions, and therefore the cupric ions remain in the form of cupric ions. Or else, suppose that we mix without Rochely salt, if we mix copper sulfate and NaOH, copper plus 2 and OH minus ions will form precipitate of CuOH twice, and copper plus 2, free copper plus 2 will not be available. This is sparingly soluble, and therefore precipitate of cupric hydroxide, normally we call it copper hydroxide, is formed, and therefore free Cu plus 2 ions, cupric ions, are not available for reaction. So to maintain copper plus 2 in the form of available, so that it should be available in the form of Cu plus 2, Rochely salt is added. And therefore, although we use these mixture of aqueous solution of NaOH and copper sulfate, complexing agent Rochely salt, chemical reaction point of view, we represent Fehling's by this plus 2 copper, cupric and OH minus ions. Okay, that is one thing. Now this Fehling solution is a oxidizing agent, means it oxidizes aldehyde, and therefore in turn aldehyde should work as reducing agent. So what basic chemistry, what fundamentals we should know, so that the balanced reaction becomes easy for us and a proper way to learn chemistry, not just memorization. So this is a reducing agent, means it will reduce Fehling solution, and Fehling solution will oxidize aldehydes. Now aldehydes aldehydes on oxidation give corresponding carboxylic acids. Now this reaction is carried out in presence of NaOH and CuSO4, means NaOH, free OH minus ions in large amount are present. This will immediately get neutralized. Salt, corresponding salt. So aldehydes on oxidation gives carboxylic acid. So if here it is aldehyde corresponding to 2 carbon atoms, then with Fehling solution, since this gets oxidized, automatically corresponding carboxylic acid is this. Isn't it? You can confirm that through oxidation number also. Aldehydic, let me write the skeleton. Now since oxidation number of oxygen -2, therefore on this carbon, due to oxygen, charge will be +2. Carbon is more electronegative than hydrogen, hydrogen +1. So on this carbon, charge because of hydrogen will be -1. Since the covalent bond is between 2 same atoms, therefore charge on this carbon because of this carbon will be 0. So because of hydrogen it is -1, because of oxygen it is +2. So in all, in totality, it will be +1. Similarly, carboxylic acid, it can be methyl, ethyl, anything. Charge on this carbon because of this carbon, since the covalent bond is between 2 same atoms, electronegativity difference is nil, 0. Oxygen and carbon, oxygen -2 oxidation number in this compound. So because of oxygen, the charge on this carbon atom, carbonyl carbon, will be +2. Now oxygen -2 actually, and hydrogen +1. So the group will become -1. Group will treat as -1. So the charge on carbon because of oxygen in OH group, that will be +1, and therefore in all +2 +1 and 0 means +3. So +1 oxidation number of aldehyde will change to +3 oxidation number, means for that +1 oxidation number, if it changes to +3, means 2 electrons are released, made available. 1 mole will make available 2 mole of electrons. Since +1 changes to +3, means if it gives 1 more electron +2, 1 more electron +3, so 2 moles of electrons are made available by 1 mole of aldehyde, and they will in turn reduce Fehling solution. What happens here is that in Fehling solution, copper +2 accepts electron and get converted into copper +1. +1 copper is cuprous. Lower oxidation state among the two, the lower oxidation state is OUS and higher oxidation state is IC. Even in ferrous and ferric, +2 and +3. Lower oxidation state +2 Fe, ferrous, +3 Fe, ferric. So cupric gets reduced to cuprous and it will form oxide, a reddish precipitate. It forms a precipitate reddish of cuprous oxide. Now since 1 mole and 1 mole makes available 2 moles of electrons, +1 changing to +2 changing to +1, +2 changing to +1, cupric changes to cuprous, there should be 2 moles. Electronically the reaction should be balanced, and therefore it is what natural, based on electrons, since 2 moles are available, 2 moles should be consumed, therefore 2 moles of copper are expected here. Similarly, for balancing here it will become 2, that I am going to write. So this is acid. Now this further get neutralized, that I will not show here, corresponding salt, and Cu twice O, so oxygen from here. Now you look here, +2 charge, such 2 cupric ions means total charge plus 4. Plus 4 means it should be 4 minus 1 OH groups should be 4, and that you can balance. One oxygen goes to form this cuprous oxide, and remaining oxygen they will be used to form water. Reaction is balanced actually. Elementally you can check. So this chemistry, if it is known, then whatever directly the balanced reaction which is present in our textbooks and notes, I will not write that. It should be there with you while you are attending this lecture. Before or after, you can go through it. Whatever reaction which is directly written, if we know these much things, these fundamentals, first is aldehyde with Fehling solution gets oxidized. So automatically aldehyde, when it gets oxidized, it will give carboxylic acid. Secondly, Fehling solution get reduced means plus 2 copper in Fehling solution gets reduced to plus 1 cuprous, means it will accept electrons. 2 moles of electrons are available, so 2 moles of plus 2 copper will change to plus 1. The oxide, the molecular formula is written here. Since here it is 2 moles, so total charge becomes plus 4, therefore automatically minus 1 OH, it will be minus 4 groups, OH minus 1, and this further get neutralized. For that it requires 1 mole OH minus ion, that is added here. I will not show it here. So these much things if are known to us, directly writing the reaction becomes easy, one thing. And whatever MCQ multiple choice questions, whether it is JEE or NEET, it is expected that you should go into these details, and then and then only you will be able to solve multiple choice questions properly. So therefore overall it is a redox reaction. Aldehydes get oxidized to carboxylic acid, Fehling solution get reduced to red precipitate of cuprous oxide, and whatever I have told you, you can just watch one more time and make a short note, additional short note, and write it in your whatever notes you are having or textbook. Thank you.